You know, film divers, some people are just God's favorite. Some people are born OP. And Toji Fushiguro is definitely one of them. But how powerful is he exactly? Well, sit tight and let's begin. We all saw how Daddy Fushiguro dealt with Satoru Gojo and Geto, who were the most powerful sorcerers in the world, like it was nothing. But believe it or not, that was only a fraction of his strength. Toji was born into the Zenin clan, a clan of jujutsu sorcerers which values cursed energy more than anything. But Toji was born without any cursed energy whatsoever. So, Zenin clan did what Zenin clan does and threw Toji in a pit full of cursed spirits to die. But to everybody's surprise, Toji killed all of the cursed spirits in the pit and came out with only one scar on his face, which made him look even cooler, to be honest. You see, Daddy Fushiguro here was born with a heavenly restriction, which basically means when you're born, God takes away something from you and then he rolls the dice. For example, when Mekamaru was born, God was like, okay, let me take away an arm, both of his legs, and his skin, but let's give him shit ton of cursed energy. Toji, on the other hand, was the complete opposite. He was born with zero cursed energy, but in exchange, his 5 senses were amped up to the max. Toji also possesses crazy amounts of physical power, speed, and endurance, which means you can shoot him in the face with a tank, and next thing you know, Toji is in your face and then lights out. But what makes Toji really OP, and I barely see anybody talk about it, is the fact that Toji Fushiguro is immune to domain expansion. Yeah, you heard that right. He is immune to a sorcerer's strongest ability. Do I even need to mention how ridiculously powerful this is? In Toji vs Gojo / Geto fight, we see Gojo and Geto's cursed techniques. But remember, Toji cannot see the cursed energy. So he basically sees Gojo waving his hand in the air and suddenly someplace blows up. Without seeing where Gojo and Geto's attacks are coming from, he defeated both of them in a humiliating way. But Gojo was not as strong as he is now. Well, you're kinda right, angry commenter, but Gojo was still the strongest sorcerer on the planet. He changed the balance of the world by just being born, for God's sake. Hey, if you like Toji, subscribe. If this video gets more than 100 subs, I'm gonna have a Toji surprise for you. Hit the button. Hit the button. But even death was not the end for Daddy Fushiguro. In Shibuya arc, Kenjaku makes Grandma Agami summon Toji into her grandson's body, so the grandson can use Toji's powers without Toji being able to take over. But Toji being Toji, he completely takes over the grandson's body and goes on a killing spree, destroys Agami with only one punch, and looks for the strongest person or cursed spirit around to beat the shit out of him. Then, he breaks into the domain expansion of Dagon, a special grade which is beating the shit out of Nanami, Megumi, Maki, and Nabito at the same time. And they think Dagon is just unbeatable. But Toji comes in, snatches the playful cloud from Maki in a blink of an eye, which shocks both Maki and Dagon. Then he runs on water like Jesus, defeats Dagon's most powerful Shikigami in no time. Then he sharpens the playful cloud like a badass and he launches at Dagon, giving him no time to retreat. Toji keeps desecrating Dagon until Dagon's domain expansion disappears. One of the fastest cursors in the world couldn't even react to Toji's insane speed. But Toji didn't use all of his points on offensive stats. His body is so strong that even after taking a direct hit from Gojo's reverse curse technique Red, he didn't even break a bone, which is such a big deal that even Gojo recognized it and called him a monster. After all of this, we still haven't seen Toji's full potential. But don't worry, we are able to see what an absolute monster Toji is through Maki. Toji and Maki basically have the same power. Not this Maki, this Maki. Maki was sharing her power with her twin sister, but after her death, Maki upgraded to Toji's level, and she showed us how powerful Toji Fushiguro actually was. The Zenin clan lived because Toji let them. The moment he came out of that pit, he could kill the entire Zenin clan, but he didn't. all of the sorcerers Toji killed and all the curses he destroyed, he did it without being able to see them. If Toji had Maki's glasses and could see what's going on, he definitely could do way more. But even without the glasses, Toji was an absolute unit. Subscribe for more Jujutsu Kaisen videos and hit that like button. And with that out of the way, I see you guys next week.